You will marry this person. It's taking you a long time to move through a cycle that was pretty rough. And during this time of having to move through this cycle, it was met with a lot of resistance because you were facing a lot of wounds and a lot of repressed traumas that you didn't want to confront, that you didn't want to face. But in order for you to gain your good karma, you had to unpack a lot of wounding that was stacked up over the years. And you may have sailed through life in the past thinking that these traumas that you have unfortunately experienced would not be a factor in your dealings with others. And they were. They actually were, because you may have gone into certain connections by not healing the past connections. And that's why I always say to you, butterflies, that it's important to gain some type of therapy. I say some type of because not everyone wants to see a counselor. I am an advocate for counseling, right? I've seen at least 5 counselors. I remember when I was younger, I used to think, oh, if I see a counselor, that means that I'm mad. It doesn't mean you're mad. At this age that I'm now, I feel like I would be mad if I never saw a counselor. You see? But I understand that everyone has their own unique beliefs around counseling. Some people feel like they can counsel themselves, which is fine. Some people feel like they don't want to speak to a stranger, which is fine. But even if you don't want to see a counselor, it is important to do some type of healing that is true to yourself. Whether that means you do a lot of reflecting, journal your thoughts, meditate, pray, do healing that is beneficial to you. But I do champion going to see a counselor because you're able to speak about situations that can bring awareness to you as to how you may have been feeling in a certain situation. You gain a lot of clarity when you speak out loud, because people may also have this notion of when you see a counselor, they're telling you what to do. They're giving you advice. So far from the truth. I'm a trainee counselor. I done level 1, level 2, level 3. At the time, I was unable to do level 4 because I didn't have enough money for the course. The course cost like $2,000 at the time. And I thought to myself, okay, if I do this, then I won't be able to do A, B, and C with my children. So I sacrificed the course. Everything happens for a reason, because I feel like I'm doing what I love now in regards to connecting with you all. But going back to the point, I feel like in the past, healing, and this could be present tense, please take what resonates, but in the past, healing wasn't very present. And you may have found that you were getting into situations with different people without doing the healing from the previous connections. Not even just romantically, it could be in regards to friendship, it could be in regards to family connections. And these traumas were coming out because one was not learning the lessons from the previous connections. One may not have wanted to face the trauma that was caused in previous connections, and then it spilled out into present connections. Maybe knowingly or unknowingly, you were projecting certain traits that may have wounded you during previous connections, or you continued a certain pattern that you had in previous connections that were not serving you well, certain toxic patterns. And these weren't rectified, these weren't looked at, and so it was continued forward. And then you may have attracted the same type of toxic individuals. So this is why I always say that healing should take place after a breakup. There was a refusal to look at maybe some type of mother wounds, because maybe these actual traumas that you were experiencing in the past were linked back to some type of mother wounding. Maybe there was a lack of nurturing. Maybe for some of you, I'm picking up there was a lack of nurturing. And maybe you're trying to find this nurturing in partners. And unfortunately, you are met with very narcissistic partners who mirrored back to you the lack of love that you had within. And the more you try to find this love from these partners, the more they felt like they had power over you, because they knew that they had something, even though they didn't have that something for themselves, but they fed off the fact that I'm picking up many scenarios. I'm hearing you ran into the arms, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, right? Of certain toxic partners. Some of these partners were very controlling, even if they were feminine. They displayed very toxic masculine traits. They could sense and see a softness that you possessed, and you were very open and generous, kind and warm. And they may have taken advantage of that. Or you connected with very controlling individuals that were very forceful in nature in regards to trying to structure your life in subtle terms, but it was very pressurizing. And you may have felt, this is what I need because I lack this type of structure from my mother, or I lack this type of structure from my father. Now, the thing is, going out with someone that's very structured is a very beneficial thing, right? But I feel like you may have run into individuals who manipulated your traits to their benefit. Aha, I can control them, is what they may have been thinking. Some of them may not have been thinking this, but they were definitely on demon time. And it was about you breaking free and closing out cycles from these individuals. Maybe facing the mothering wounds by accepting that maybe a mother may not be able to show up in the way that you want them to. But that does not mean that you cannot show up in the way that you deserved, or that you deserved. So that means that for some of you, you decided to mother yourself. Some of you decided to just close a cycle out on a mother, or close a cycle out on projecting an image onto how you would like a partner to be. Closing the chapter on, I don't deserve that. I deserve so much more, and that's what I'm going to get. You close out a cycle. Maybe you close out a cycle. You definitely close out a cycle on connecting with toxic individuals. And you may have come to some type of realization that some connections were controlling, some connections were very binding, and they were preventing you from your evolution. You didn't feel satisfied. You felt the undercurrents of the toxicity in some of these connections, but you stayed because it felt stable to you, consistent to you. Maybe you lack consistency in other connections or with your parents or something of that sort. But a cycle was closed out and you chose yourself first. And for some of you, you may have even decided to date outside of your race. Because in the past, you were used to dating people that appeased your parents, your mother or your father. Maybe they said, listen, don't bother bring no whatever they said to you home. Whoever you marry, whoever you date has to be like this, and very dictatorial, very controlling. And then you moved away from what you actually wanted. But then when you chose yourself and chose what you actually wanted, that's when your breakthrough came. When you stopped being codependent on the opinions of others and became independent and true to self, that's when your freedom began. So those individuals of the past that were successful in controlling you through manipulation, in some cases, in some cases, the same energy can move through different people that you connect with until you learn the lesson. And you learnt the lesson and you thought, no, I want better. And that's when you were able to start healing, start pouring love into yourself. And that's when you attracted the love back. Now, this person, like I said, they're your good karma, and you waited for this. You were waiting unintentionally, but you knew that you never wanted to encounter these Queen of Swords type energies anymore. That foundation was broken down. Those manipulative energies that appeared as though they were mothering, kind and nurturing, that fooled you in the past. And for some of you, this could be same gender connections I'm connecting with. You were no longer fooled. The rose glasses fell off. You were shattering a lot of people's illusions, and spirit kept making these people show up in your life to test you some more. Are you going to accept less than what you deserve? Or are you going to get binded again in a toxic situation? Or are you going to wait it out, even if it means that you are single for a very long time and you became the Queen of Swords, whether you are a masculine or a feminine? Having boundaries, not accepting nothing less than what you deserve. Only king and queen energy. Only. Because you started to see the king and queen within you. And that's when you connected with your person. You and your person are going to marry. And this person will make it be known that they want you. They may come all guns blazing at first, which may actually scare you. And I'm also picking up for some of you, maybe your mother may not be happy with your choice of partner, but that will change. Their opinions will change because they will see that you're not moving. This is who I've chosen. And when your mother sees how in love you are, they're going to want the best for their child. They're going to be supportive of this actual union because there is a lot of love here. And if there were delays in the past, these delays will be broken down. This marriage is going to go forward. And the reason why I say that is because there could be a few tower moments with maybe someone's ex-partner, trying to destroy this connection. I'm hearing due to obsession, or someone that people may oppose this actual connection. People may feel like it's wrong for some reason. Maybe it could be same gender connection. Maybe it could be a partner that's from a different cultural background. Someone that speaks a different language. So there may be opposition, but this opposition is going to be broken down. And I just feel like it's going to be opposition with the Two of Swords, but it's in the reverse. People will be trying to oppose this actual connection. But this marriage is going to go through regardless, because you and your person may have both paid your dues. There will be an energy of, I'm hearing the word mystery, secrecy around your connection. Because you both will understand that people will not agree with the connection, but it's not about appeasing anyone, right? It's about what you both want. So there is going to be a level of privacy, the right word I was trying to find, butterflies, in this connection. This is not a connection whereby, yes, you'll both be independent within the relationship, supportive, but it's not a connection whereby you will feel alone. And Spirit is saying how you can gain this love if you're not with this person right now, or if you're in the talking stages, or, you know, is by expressing your emotions. Even if it's hard for you to do so, do it in a way whereby the other person knows that you care, because you could actually miss out on this opportunity. Everyone has free will, you know, and this is a chance of a lifetime. Some of you are in this situation right now and you're at a crossroads. Like I said, everyone has free will, but it's up to you as to whether or not you want to take this opportunity. But this connection has the potential for marriage. This is your future partner for some of you. Congratulations. You did it. You deserve it.